What's up, guys? It is a Saturday, August, what is it? 20th? Yep, August 20th. It's just gorgeous out. It's probably like 70, low 70s, a little bit of wind, not a lot of sun. And we've got everything graded and we're ready for plastic. I take that back. I'm working on just a little bit of grade for the drains. So I had talked to my concrete guy and he said, make sure that the grade slopes down a little bit to those drains so that you get the full thickness of concrete that you want. And I didn't do that. So you can see I got a little pile right over there. I am pulling that rock out. So I got this board right here set up right to where the finished floor will be. And the same with that board over there. And then I put a board going from the drain over to that and make sure I got fall towards the drain. And then I just measure this gap right here and make sure that I've got that anywhere from 6.5 to 7 inches that I'm wanting. So, or basically 6 to 7 inches. So it'll be a 4 to 5 inch slab, thereabouts. So I'm doing that on this one and I'm doing it over there on that floor drain. I've got the wife and kids all here helping today. And they're gonna be working on rolling out this plastic here in the back. So check that out. I went through and I marked, these are 20-foot wide rolls by 100-foot long. This is a 60 by 80 building. So I want a couple feet hanging up the wall a little bit, and I'm gonna do a couple feet overhang on this side too. Once we get up here to these pipes, we'll have to cut holes in the plastic and make sure we get that around it. Exciting step that has been a long time coming. Met with a concrete guy yesterday, and he wasn't sure how he would get a pumper truck in here with these 3 doors. He said a lot of the times when people build a building this size, they'll put a door on an end wall and it'll be really big. And then you can just get a concrete pumper truck in here and, you know, pump the whole thing out. And he didn't have enough guys to be able to buggy it all. So he basically said that he didn't think the job was for him, but he's gonna help me out getting a crew who does these types of floors. And they've got like 20 guys who can come in and just buggy the whole thing. So that was a blessing because I wasn't sure what we were gonna do there. What else? I need to update you on the electrical real quick because I haven't done that yet because I've been having camera troubles. Let's get over here. Okay, so the electrician came. He got my meter socket set, and then this is a disconnect underneath that has spots that you can put breakers in. So this pipe right here, this piece of PVC goes in and goes to my main panel, my main 200 amp panel. This one here, there's a 100 amp breaker inside here that feeds, it's gonna actually feed a panel over here that I'm gonna use for all of my shop stuff. It's all set, the structure's all set in concrete, 48 inches deep. It's using 6x6s, and I've got it filled in with dirt rest of the way. It's looking good. I do need to put 2 more galvanized bolts right here that I just went and bought this morning. So making headway on that. And I kind of made a mistake here. I put gravel right here and the downspout comes out right there. And that was a mistake. I should have filled this in with more dirt first and then put gravel on top because the water kind of sifts back through this gravel and sits up against the building. So I'm gonna pull all this gravel back and then put some more dirt in there and then put some gravel on top of that. And that way it'll get the water flowing out that way. What else? Oh, so we were having skid loader issues, and last night, so what was happening, it would throw an error code and we would lose all functionality and it would just stop. It would still run, it wouldn't shut off or anything, but We couldn't drive forward or move any of the hydraulics or anything like that. We were also having an issue getting the bucket release to work. There's a lock button up on the left side of it that you have to press that will unlock a cylinder down there that, you know, a diverter, I'm guessing it is. So it diverts the hydraulic flow down to the bucket release mechanism. That was not working. So anytime you'd press that lock button, there should be like a red light that turns on, and it wasn't turning on. We found the fuse for it, and the fuse, anytime we put a new fuse in there and turn the skid loader on, it would pop that fuse instantly. So what we found last night after searching, this is the second time we pulled the cab forward. I found a wire that looked like it was sitting up against, it had been kind of severed, and it was sitting up against the frame of the skid loader. Threw some tape around that and started it back up, put a new fuse in the fuse panel for the one that kept blowing, and it didn't blow. So I think we fixed that issue. And I ran it last night for about 25 minutes, and we didn't have the issue where it was just stop and throw error codes. If I didn't again. I know there's a bolt in here that I gotta try to figure out how to get around. Yeah, that's what's screwing me. If I go up, perfect. Oh shoot, guys. Looks pretty darn good. That looks like a bolt head over here, but looks like I can just force it. I mean, look at the big one. Hello. All right, guys, it's the next day. I just came out here and I finished off all the pink foam. Check it out. This was the last strip. I had to rip all these down back here. So you can kind of see in these spots, I'm gonna come back in with some expansion foam in those cans and just fill in all those gaps, all these gaps around pipes and things like that. I tried to get as close as I could as possible, but I mean, it's just the nature of it. You're not gonna get it perfect. So what you don't get perfect, you fill in with the expansion foam. So that'll be the next step. And then I'm gonna try to go around and get all my pieces cut that go in these bays. So expansion foam, and I can work on cutting those pieces tonight. Getting all those going. The crickets sure like to get in around this pink foam. Must be a warm place for them, maybe? I don't know. But let's see. Yeah, this looks awesome. Oh man. Can't wait to have concrete in here. It'll just be beautiful. If you haven't caught it already, this is going to be a table saw outlet in the floor. It's just I think it's like a 20 amp, 240 volt is all it takes. So nothing crazy. And then this is where my panel will be for the shop tools over here. Anything that I need to run. And then we'll have the main panel over there. It'll kind of be two main panels really, because the feeder to this one is the disconnect outside, right outside there. But what else? Probably time to pick up a little bit. And it's not perfect, you know, like you walk around on it and it kind of bows and flexes and things like that because the floor underneath wasn't, you know, absolutely perfect, but I don't think it matters. I think the concrete will get all that, you know, pushed down. It's heavy, so it'll push all this stuff down and it'll be flat, smooth on top, and won't even worry about it. Little high spot right there, I don't like, but I imagine it'll be fine. But I'm gonna keep all these scrap pieces like this because my spray foam guy, try to get you zoomed in up there. So this crack, these little openings all the way up, he wants me to fill those in because those just go out to the soffit. He wants me to fill all that stuff in before he spray foams so that he can spray foam up against it. And I think I'm gonna use a lot of these scraps to shove up in there. I've been trying to think of, you know, something that I could throw up in there, and I know I'm not gonna use a lot of these and they would just go in the garbage, so they might as well just go up in there, I think. I don't know. Now that I think about it, it might be a little more of a pain to use than what it's worth. But if you guys have used spray foam in your project before and you had to fill in all those gaps up there, tell me what you used. It would have been nice if I had a foresight to tell Paul to just put 2x4s all the way across that in between each roof purlin. That would have been the smart thing to do, but we didn't think of that beforehand. So what else? That's about it. All right, let's keep moving.